नमस्ते बिटिया, हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया. Myself Dr. Aarti Purohit. In the series of virology lecture, our today's topic is HIV and AIDS. So let's begin with the introduction. In the introduction of HIV, it belongs to the family of Retroviridae family. Genus there is a Lantaviridae and antigen strain. There are two type of strain, HIV-1 and HIV-2. HIV-1 is most prominent in US, Canada and Europe, and HIV-2 in the part of the West Africa. The first we will talk about the structure of the HIV virus. Each virion expresses 72 glycoprotein projection composed of glycoprotein 120 and glycoprotein 41. The viral envelope derives from the host cell and contains some host cell membrane protein including class 1 and class 2 MHC major histocompatibility molecules. Within the envelope is the viral core or nucleocapsid, which include a layer of protein called P17 and an inner layer of protein called P24. The genome consists of two copies of single-stranded RNA, which are associated with two molecules of reverse transcriptase, that is also called P64, and nucleoprotein P10, a protease, and P32, an integrase. On electron microscopy, this is a picture of HIV virion magnified 200,000 times. The glycoprotein projection are faintly visible as nodes like this and extending from the periphery of each virion. Genes essential for viral replication is a TAT, which activate the transcription, REB-REV, export of unspliced and single spliced mRNA from nucleus, and LTR sequence, that is a promoter and enhancer element. What is the stability or resistance inactivation by? It should be inactivated by heat, autoclave and hot air. 1 glutaraldehyde 2% and hypochlorite 10,000 ppm, 1 in 10 dilution of domestic bleach. Other disinfectant including the alcohol also. Survival of HIV. This virus may survive up to 15 days at room temperature, and 37 degrees centigrade virus can survive for 10 to 15 days. Over 60 degree of Celsius, the virus is inactivated in 100 folds each hour. Routes of transmission. The virus is present in the blood, semen, and cervical and vaginal secretion, and these sources are important in transmission. The HIV is spread only by three modes. First is a sexual contact within the infected person, like hetero and homosexuals. Second is by blood and blood products, and third is from the infected mother to the babies in intrapartum, perinatal, and postnatal. What is a pathogenesis? Infection is transmitted when the virus enters the blood and tissue of the person and come into contact with the suitable host cell, principally the CD4 lymphocyte. The major determinant in the pathogenesis and disease caused by HIV is the virus tropism for CD4 expressing T cells and cells of the macrophage lineage, that is monocyte macrophage, alveolar macrophage of the lung, dendritic cell of the skin, and microglial cells of the brain. So, a specific binding of the virus to the CD4 receptor is by the envelope glycoprotein GP120. However, for infection to take place, cell fusion is essential. There is brought about by the transmembrane GP41. The virus reaches the lymph node within 2 days of infection, and there the CD4 T cells are infected. The macrophages are persistently infected with HIV and are probably the major reservoir and means of distribution of HIV. The HIV genome is uncoated and internalized into the cell after fusion of the virus with the host cell membrane. The viral reverse transcriptase mediates the transcription of its RNA into double-stranded DNA, which is integrated into genome of the infected cell through the action of the viral enzyme integrase, causing a latent infection. HIV causes lytic and latent infection of the CD4 T cell and persistent infection of cells of the monocyte macrophage family and disrupt the neurons. The outcomes of these actions are immunodeficiency and acquired immune deficiency syndrome, that is AIDS dementia. From time to time, lytic infection is initiated, releasing progeny virion, which infect other cells. The long and variable incubation period of HIV infection is because of the latency. HIV can be isolated from the blood, lymphocyte, cell-free plasma, semen, cervical secretion, saliva, tear, urine, breast milk of an infected individual. The primary pathogenic mechanism in HIV infection is the damage caused by the CD4 cell plus T lymphocyte. The T4 cells decrease in number and CD4 and CD8, that is T4 and T8 helper and suppressor cell ratio is reversed. An important feature in HIV infection is the polyclonal activation of B lymphocyte leading to hypergamma-globulinemia. The hypergamma-globulinemia is more in hindrance than a help because it is composed mainly of useless immunoglobulin to irrelevant antigen and also autoantibodies. This may also be responsible for allergic reaction due to immune complexes, that is type 3 hypersensitivity. The loss of CD4 T cell responsible for producing DTH allow the outgrowth of many of the opportunistic intracellular infection characteristics of AIDS, that is the fungi and intracellular bacteria. In peripheral blood, the lymphoid tissue and other tissues such as the brain where HIV replication occur, HIV target the CD4 positive cell and cells of monocyte macrophage lineage. The latter may act as an important reservoir of infection virus. Macrophages are also important in carrying the virus into the central nervous system across the blood-brain barrier (BBB). So, in the group A, there is an acute HIV syndrome. In group B, there is an asymptomatic infection. In group C, persistent generalized lymphadenopathy. In group 4, there is other disease associated like constitutional disease, neurological disease, secondary infectious disease, specified disease like particular infection, and other secondary disease like oral hairy leukoplakia, salmonella, and other conditions like Kaposi sarcoma, lymphomas. Actually, group 4 category of HIV infection will develop in AIDS very frequently. In lab diagnosis, the lab procedure for the diagnosis of HIV infection include the specific test for HIV and test for immune deficiency as well. Evidence of infection by HIV can be detected in three ways, like specific test for HIV infection, non-specific test, and test for opportunistic infections and tumor. A specific tests for HIV infection include the antigen detection, viral isolation, viral nucleic acid detection, and antibody detection. There is a ELISA, which is enzyme-linked immunosorbent assay test. Uh, Non-specific tests include the immunological test and the test for opportunistic infections and tumors. In next lecture, we will discuss about the AIDS. In this lecture, we have talked about all the things happened in the HIV infection only. I hope you enjoyed this session. If any queries there, please mention it in comment box. I will try to resolve it. Thank you so much. Bye bye.